clueless,
Keep asking questions when they admittedly don't know me.
So you're blaming them?
clumsy,
This is your kitchen, Julio. This is your life. Look at this.
and catastrophic.
I don't think
This
he cares.
Gary?
I think he
He
can be
leaves the
turned
bacon
around.
sitting out every shift all night. Not at the right temperature. Been like this the whole time.
Welcome to the world of bar regression, where owners serve delusion on tap, chase cocktails with chaos, and confuse leadership with laziness.
Everything in this place is freaking disgusting.
It's booze meets buffoonery, and the only thing getting butchered is our patience. And Season 4, Episode 11.
I find it personally offensive that you could take something that is so successful that I gave you and so disrespect it.
This smug prick somehow owns a bar called Second Base, but honestly, Terry should have called it Rock Bottom, because that's exactly where he parked it.
The cocktail program is gone. The menus are gone. You're saying to me that these competitors took it away from you. I'm suggesting you gave it to them.
Second Base looks like someone slapped a liquor license on a shed and called it a business. No lights, no effort, just vibes and filth.
That is the most disgusting I have ever freaking seen. Look at that. Look at it all dripping down here. You can see it. You like it?
The bar's falling apart, but does the owner spend a cent of his fat profits to fix it? Absolutely not.
It must suck to see all that work you put in went to when you left, huh?
And my reputation. Because my name winds up being on these places.
Terry had already been rescued once back in Season 2, but he slipped right back into his old ways.
Look at that, Joe. No uniform anymore.
BYOB, bring your own bikini to work. Is that what they had?
Yes!
He somehow managed to treat it like a 2-for-1 coupon called Taffer back, not because he cared, but because he wanted another free makeover.
I'm going to put $100,000 into your bar, but I will only do it if you put in $30,000.
And when he gets the offer of a lifetime, a deal that even a raccoon in a dumpster would say yes to, the man, straight up, says no.
He can't come up with this money.
No.
He just won't.
If you've ever wanted to see John Taffer hit his breaking point in real time, keep watching.
Let's get out of here, guys. It's over. Because I don't trust you. Because you are a slime bucket.
Yep, he walked out, and why wouldn't he? Terry wasn't ready or willing to show commitment.
If I had the money, I would do it.
Let's go, guys. If you ran your bar right, you would have had the money.
Season 5, Episode 15. Well, at last, he tried to run a bar. Because this next dude from the dugout wasn't running a bar, he was hosting a full-blown disaster.
I'm not talking
everything.
about, I'm
But
not
you had a
talking
2-hour
about
head
right
start.
now! I'm talking about when I was running your bar.
Ed Cressy was the landlord, but then he kicked out the actual owners and thought, yeah, I got this. Spoiler, he didn't.
You literally want people to come in and run your bar so you don't have to do anything.
Absolutely.
That's not real! That's not a thing!
Ed drinks like he's trying to forget the bar exists, which honestly might help. The dugout was bleeding money faster than he's pouring booze down his throat.
This last off season, we were probably $30,000 in debt on a corporate credit card and lost $5,000 a month.
He's overwhelmed, clueless, and somehow still proud of a house cocktail called Brace Yourself. No further questions. Taffer had to send in a local sports writer to go undercover because the rumors about this place sounded fake. But guess what? They were real.
So now he breads the hot dog bun with his hand where the raw product was. No gloves, of course.
Oh, hands right into the pickle juice.
The burger wasn't available, the salad was a crime scene, and the kitchen,
There are flies all over the place.
Ed's back there on a fryer slicker than his excuses, serving up a mess with a side of delusion.
Every time you clang that on top of that fryer, that grease builds up on the back, and then eventually this place is gonna catch on fire.
Want to see what rock bottom looks like with beer taps?
What bull this is? Let's get out of here, guys. Good job on a Chicago pride, Ed.
Seriously, I myself wanted Taffer to walk out on this one. But this next one?
My nickname is Mr. O-Face. My wife was like, why don't we call it O-Face?
They call it the O-Face Bar. And trust me, it's not for the faint-hearted.
What does O-face mean to you?
It's referencing that peak of enjoyment that should only be behind closed doors.
Which, ironically, is the exact opposite of what anyone makes after stepping foot in that hellhole.
Trailer.
Trailer. Double wide trailer. There's no real color. There's no outside theme.
Now, this clown show is run by Karen and Matt Overmeyer, a husband-wife duo who thought cashing in their retirement funds to open a bar in Council Bluffs, Iowa was a solid business move. Spoiler alert, it wasn't.
They're in debt $260,000. They're losing $4,000 a month. Problem is, They run it like their own personal party bar.
And you'd think being broke might humble them. It didn't. Instead, these two run the place like it's their personal frat house.
Matt is refusing to tell a customer how much alcohol is in a drink. That could lead to overconsumption, and it's irresponsible.
Free drinks for the homies, and to make things worse, zero staff behind the bar.
The ownership and staff of this bar thinks it's fine to get drunk and work behind the bar.
You seen any customers making their own cocktails anywhere? Yeah, neither have I. But O-Face swears by, who needs bartenders when you've got chaos? Oh, and just wait till you meet Dave.
That's so dangerous. I can't get over how he's holding that bottle and lighting those shots.
And I was like, oh!
Safety? What's that? Then there's the back alley brawl between Sarissa and Amanda, two bartenders who settle their shift disagreements with some crazy WWE moves.
Stop!
Hey,
Stop!
Did you really just hit me in the face?
Look at this, how dysfunctional this is.
Ridiculous.
Honestly, not even shocked. But seriously, you wouldn't believe the kind of stuff that's gone down in this place. We're talking about a rap sheet that makes you question how this dump hasn't been condemned.
August 16th, 4th degree criminal misconduct. August 20th, public intoxication, disorderly conduct, and interference with police official acts.
And that's before he sees the security footage. It's the kind of violence no owner should ever be caught doing, especially on camera. Watch this.
I will take you out. If you ever yell at my off, I'm talking to you. You understand me?
Pathetic, lowest of the low.
You Dave owner, dude. You ever touch my hair like that again, I'll knock you out. I got top notice Spectre.
Either you put him through a window or I'm gonna put him through a window.
And worse, that husband pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault in 2016. Now, tell me, can you blame Taffer for doing this?
This is the first bar rescue I ever walked out of. You blew it. I'm gone. Good night.
Most reasonable thing to do. He should have walked out earlier. This place deserved no redemption. Season 3, Episode 2. But here comes a bar which isn't just bad, but a biohazard.
There's about 30 cockroaches in there. Look at that.
Seeing that many cockroaches was disgusting.
Well, that's headhunters for you.
There's one of them. Look at that, guys. That's a roach.
That was disgusting. I'm out of here. I don't want to touch anything else or see anything else. I'm repulsed.
I mean, nasty doesn't even begin to describe this.
We have our share of roaches.
This has got to be one of the dirtiest bars in Austin.
I've witnessed a lot of really gross things here.
Headhunters, owned by former engineer Steve Ritchie, thought it could ride the weird wave into profits.
The building looks completely abandoned. Half the letters are missing from the sign. When I'm looking at Headhunters, I just get this creepy vibe that something inside isn't right about this place.
For a hot second, it worked. The place once pulled in $70,000 a month. But instead of evolving, Steve steered his ship straight into the sludge of obscurity.
Everything in this bar is held together with duct tape and super glue.
By the time John Taffer arrived, Headhunters wasn't just failing. It had given up. Let's start with the basics. The exterior looked like a meth lab dressed up for Halloween. The inside? Picture a steampunk fever dream that smells like the back of a pet store dumpster. That quirky smell Taffer and Nicole walked into, you won't believe what it was.
The second I walk in, there's just this disgusting, heavy, wafting smell of either mold and must or cat piss.
Cat pee, yes. It's like the bar had leaned into extreme fetish performances, but not in a cool, curated cabaret way. No, this was more, what in the Craigslist hell is going on here? The dancers weren't trained, they weren't styled, they weren't even sanitized.
Those dancers in those outfits, they're awful. That was sleazy attire. Women don't like it, and it pulls the customer base down.
If you're going to sell sex appeal, at least wipe down the pole and lose the stench of uric acid. Just saying. And just when you thought you have seen everything,
He's tearing out her baby.
This band is called Miscarriage, and I get that we're doing edgy rock and roll, but this band is miscarriaging a baby in a bloody mess on the floor. It's repulsive and it's stupid.
Meanwhile, the drinks were undrinkable. Why? You gotta watch this.
There's a cockroach in there. That's unacceptable.
She was gonna serve that to me.
Look at it, floating in there.
The service, almost non-existent. Steve, the owner, responds with all the professionalism of a 13-year-old who just got caught smoking in the garage. Instead of apologizing or showing any basic human decency, he shrugs.
There are no bugs in the bottle.
Do you know this is happening or not? Yes or no? Do you know it?
Do I know what?
That there's bugs all over your bar.
There's bugs all over Austin.
Yes, the everyone's gross, so why bother defense. Classic leadership. But wait, it gets worse because this is bar rescue, and things always get worse before they get clean.
You came down here to tell me I have roaches in my bar?
I came here to fix your bar, but I can't fix a
that.
bar when I'm pouring cockroaches out of glasses, man. Come on!
The next day, Taffer brings in the staff for the come to Taffer moment. And hoo boy, he doesn't need a speech, he brings video footage.
Here's what he wrote. That the conditions noted are a health hazard and a public danger. There was substantial fecal matter, egg casings, and mutilated roach carcasses.
Actual clips of exterminators pulling back equipment and unleashing roaches that scatter like they're in the middle of a Pixar prison break. You could hear the staff's collective gag reflex kick in.
With a roach-infested bar, even the glasses that seem clean are heavily contaminated.
This infestation, according to the professionals, came from at least 4.5 years of complete neglect.
John makes everyone throw out the entire back bar, every single pest-infested bottle. And just when you think maybe, just maybe, Steve is going to step up and take some ownership, we find out.
We don't get paid anything. We get paid tips, and that's it. So we have to come into work 2 hours early so we can clean the bar and stock it for free.
This man hasn't even been paying his bartenders. They're working tip only. John's reaction? Nuclear. And rightfully so. Not only is this completely unethical, it's almost certainly illegal. You don't get to run your business into the ground and then not pay the people mopping up your mistakes.
So tonight, I'm gonna make him have his employees complete paperwork that makes them real employees. I want these people to be legitimate employees. You guys with me?
Yep.
By the way, does this remind you of Amy and Sammy from Kitchen Nightmares or not? At this point, John stops pretending this is about saving Steve's bar because it's not. It's about helping the poor souls trapped under his clueless, cat-rinse-scented reign. And then a rare thing happens on Bar Rescue, a genuinely human moment.
If you're willing to stay, I'm willing to stay. If you guys are gonna leave because you don't want to be treated this way anymore, then I'm prepared to call other bars on this street and help you find jobs.
Not empty words, a promise. And you could see the weight lift off their shoulders. For once, someone with actual power was willing to back them up. But what do? They choose to stay and try one last time to help Steve. It's frustrating, it's inspiring, it's a bit baffling. But it's also what service industry people do. They pull together and they fight to fix what someone else broke. Season 6, Episode 1. But this next bar was doing pretty well until it landed in the wrong hands.
Gross mismanagement led to Brian and Teresa amounting nearly $250,000 in debt.
Feels more like the endgame for brain cells, right? This disaster was owned by Brian and Teresa, a pretty dysfunctional couple if you ask me.
I work all day. Sitting behind the door.
Both of y'all.
You.
Just pushed his wife.
These two geniuses bought the bar in 2008, ran it straight into the ground, and then, get this, they dumped the ownership on their own son just to dodge bankruptcy.
Being that the debt was accrued in my name, I've literally put my life on hold, and it feels like I'm pushing a rock up a hill with them pushing me back down.
Poor guy shelved his life just to babysit this booze-soaked clown college. Meanwhile, Brian, dad of the year, is busy pretending he's a bouncer, bartender, and bar god, when really, he's just a middle-aged liability in cargo shorts.
They don't know that he has any involvement in the business. He's actually asked these 3 strangers to see their ID.
Teresa, to her credit, tries to stop the chaos. Keyword being tries. Because honestly, the situation was more than a cry for help.
Drinking. Can you stop?
No. I'm not gonna stop drinking either.
You
I
can
had a long
stop.
day.
I don't give a what you're doing. This is important to me.
And just when you think Brian might sober up, take a seat, maybe reflect on the steaming wreckage of his bar and his family. Nah, he grabs another drink.
My wife's running around here somewhere, so I'll tell her we're taking shots.
Shouldn't Cody approve every drink that Brian gives away?
Because in Brian's world, responsibility is just a word other people say while he's 3 shots deep and trying to remember which kid he pawned the bar off to.
Well, I watched a pretty big ass tonight.
I'm an ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's in debt, and you're drinking this place away.
Teresa tries to drag him into the office for an adult conversation.
Damn, you and him. My goddamn son is right there telling me I gotta...
Yay, surprise, surprise, he bails. Season 4, Episode 50. Now, let's step into the Blacklight District, where dreams go to rot in the dark.
There's always problems with the plumbing. It looks like the place hasn't been cleaned in 50 years.
Alright, so Dave Franish is the owner. Correction, the dude holds it hostage.
We get a lot of people that are crybabies. If you're gonna walk into a place where they're playing punk rock and you want to complain that the music's too loud, then we don't want you guys in here.
The bar looks like a squat, smells worse. The furniture, sticky. The sign?
Look at this sign right here. I think it's supposed to say cocktails, but it just says ales.
It's quite fitting, because everything here fails. Customers complain, staff checks out, and Dave cranks the volume and throws tantrums when anyone suggests turning it down.
You and your hipster friends shouldn't be here to begin with. It's a punk rock dive bar, you crybaby. What?
As for his investor Gabe, he just stands there watching his money get stage dived into a toilet.
Oh, really, Joe? Is there any punk bar that can fill up 365 days a year?
Not playing punk rock. When Taffer shows up, Dave immediately gets defensive, like a full toddler meltdown.
If you think you can run a punk bar and make money 350 days a year, I suggest that you don't know punk music at all.
Doesn't want help, doesn't want support, doesn't want customers, apparently.
I think it's a crock. Well, you guys don't need to hear me argue with an idiot, so I'll let you go, Joe.
This man actively blocks his own rescue, all in the name of punk.
So you'd rather play punk and be broke? Phil, he doesn't need us. Let's go. Good for you, buddy.
But the truth is, there's nothing punk about laziness, filth, and failure.
But you open this up and you get this nasty stench from under here. Oh my God.
Oh!
Freaking disgusting.
Dave isn't fighting the system. He's just too stubborn and pathetic to admit he's the problem.
Back up your staff for once at least and take some accountability for something.
I know, you better throw that bar, dude.
Now he's smiling. He thinks this is funny.
The arrogance, I tell you. Season 3, episode 26, Fairways Golf and Grill, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. But up next is a shipwreck owned by Richard Jordan, a former finance guy who thought he had it all under control, until he didn't.
Open ceiling. Look at the bugs.
Disgusting.
Now this is the grease off the hill. Enter Chef Kevin, and this dude here was caught spinning a culinary version of Russian roulette. The health inspector basically winced himself into early retirement.
What raw food is he touching now? There's no sanitation. There's no hand washing. There's no gloves being used. There's no separation from raw to cooked product.
Kevin grabs raw meat barehanded, skips the wash, skips the gloves, and goes right back in for the cooked stuff. No soap, no shame. Just bare, bacteria-glazed digits from prep to plate.
Look at that bowl.
Oh, look at that.
That bowl has not been cleaned since this place opened.
The tea drop.
Oh.
Every frame is a new violation. Every dish is a biohazard. Meanwhile, Taffer and the health inspector, Steve, are in the SUV looking like they just watched someone gut a raccoon with a spoon.
What do you think about that?
Tastes like
It's bubbling because the bacteria has grown so far that it's bubbling, dude.
Richard, totally clueless. He was so out of it, he made John's top mixologist vomit. Let me repeat that. A professional drink expert who's tasted every shot glass disaster in America threw up in this bar. You really gotta work hard to reach that level of disgust. Season 4, episode 12. But this list isn't complete without the mention of this next. That's the owner of Underground Wonder Bar, a name that promises magic and delivers a midlife crisis in 2 floors. Lonnie Walker kinda hijacked the place for nightly karaoke sessions that were disguised as live performances.
But her music became out of tune with the younger River North clientele.
That's a torture chamber. She's a wannabe jazz goddess who thinks running a business is optional as long as she's got a mic and some crayons.
Pretty much. I'm gonna stay with my Care Bear stare.
Yes, crayons. On the bar. Meanwhile, the cocktails taste like regret.
Well, now I've gone into anger.
Now you're drawing anger lines. That's great. So you're angry because I'm here trying to be honest with you.
The place is 3,000 square feet of mismatch and mayhem.
What she is doing may have worked 20 years ago, but it is not going to work today in River North, Chicago.
And then there's this vegan menu no one asked for.
You can't get organic chicken wings. Let's just get some chicken wings
Do you
in
want
here
your
and start
daughter?
selling
Do you
them.
want your daughter growing breasts at 8 years old?
The staff checked out, customers confused, and Lonnie still up there on stage chasing applause while the business flatlines.
She can't sing.
And don't take away my full security.
Even her own son begs her to hand over control, but Lonnie just wouldn't let go.
You need to shut the hell up and listen. Jesus, I feel like I'm back in elementary.
In her head, this bar is a music sanctuary. In reality, it's anything but.
She could own some little bar somewhere, pay $2,000 a month rent, and she could live her dream playing music.
And be doing it.
But the fact of the matter is she put herself in a premium space at $18,000 a month, and now she's
When Taffer paints the place white for a fresh start, guess how she responded?
Douchebag name. I'm attached to very few things. John Taffer can't destroy the spirit of wonder.
And things further hit the roof during the actual service.
This is unbelievable. Lonnie, if I was the owner and saw a full room and nobody having drinks, I would do.
She's completely useless. Wandering, pouting, staring into space like she's waiting for her Grammy moment.
Yes. Truthfully, I don't even know where this goes.
And when things crash and burn,
That was a serious stress test.
Taffer doesn't even yell, because sometimes rescue isn't possible.
$500,000 in debt.
Is it a Mona Lisa smile?
Let's get out of here, guys. Let's go. Forget it.
No, come on, John.
And Lonnie, she's the problem. She doesn't want a bar. What she wants is a shrine to herself. Season 9, Episode 1. But what if I tell you there's this owner who thinks hygiene is optional?
The employees take advantage of her. She doesn't really track how much people are pouring. The materials that we utilize have not been taken care of.
Owned by Natalie Pointer, Skip and Jan's Sports Grill and Billiards in Gilbert, Arizona was screaming for help. But the owner, totally oblivious to the chaos.
This might be one of the worst kitchens we've seen together.
Real.
Taffer walks in, takes one look at the kitchen, and nearly dry heaves.
Disgusting. And this carbon buildup on this grill, I mean, that's a fire hazard right there.
Disgusting. If health violations had a leaderboard, this one's sitting comfortably at number 1.
This is you? Are you crazy? Julio, say something.
And just when you think it can't get worse, it does.
Freaking cockroach walking across the kitchen.
Roaches just strolling around like they pay rent. Meanwhile, Natalie, completely unfazed.
Well, the actual drain broke off, so now we have to have it drip in something, so that's what we have there.
It's not just gross, it's worse.
It's not supposed to be exposed. You know that?
Yes.
So this is incredibly illegal. And look at this.
Makes you never want to set foot in a bar again, right? Season 5, Episode 11. Ice, Mice, Baby. And what do we have here?
Oh my God! No! 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 This is in all of your ice. We can't make drinks with this.
We're in San Francisco's Marina District, prime real estate, packed foot traffic, dream location for any bar owner with half a brain. Enter Jason Wanagatunga, a guy who inherited a bar and turned it into a frat house with liquor and unpaid bills.
However, Jason was quickly sucked into the party scene and away from managing the business.
I drink, 4, 5, 6, 7 beers. Hey, can you make the drinks faster, please?
All right, let me sum this up for you. Legacy? Gone. Liquor? Gone. And dignity? It was never there to begin with.
Jason's generosity towards his customers leaves his staff empty-handed and his bar in shambles.
John walks in and immediately finds out Dad is liquidating assets to keep this clown's party alive.
You guys can take a seat.
That's bottle service back there. There's no customers, of course.
I've been into nightclubs in prominent cities, and you expect sophistication, certain levels of upholstery.
Look at it. It's a piece of garbage, Mia.
No.
Jason's sitting on 2 floors of nightclub space and uses it like a storage closet. It's like buying a Ferrari and using it to hold laundry.
It's on me tonight, guys. There it is.
That's complete rookie stuff that he's doing.
He strolls up, fake confidence oozing, and hands a bottle over like he's the host of Who Wants to Lose $1,600 in one night. Olivia, the poor server, is stuck doing bottle service in what looks like the set of a Pitbull video from 2006. She's trying to hold it together while Jason gives away the bar 1 bottle at a time.
More shots!
More shots on Jason!
Keep it coming.
Working on it,
Bring another bottle, too.
Does that make sense for business?
At this point, it doesn't matter what business. It's about having fun.
Can you believe it that he blew $1,600 in one night? And on what? Ego and vibes.
This is completely social. It's not a business at all.
No.
Well, I think everyone needs a double. And another bottle. Why do you double up on the bottles?
Meanwhile, Scott, the manager, is watching all this like a hostage. You can see the resignation in his soul.
People in seats. Is this about you being a big shot? at her expense? Because as you're having fun, she made $8 and she made nothing. And your actions hurt people.
I never really thought of it that way.
So you're a complete moron. Is that what you're telling me?
Easy with language, please.
Really?
I wouldn't say I'm a moron. I'm just trying to get customers in here.
Taffer finally corners Jason. And you know it's bad when he doesn't even yell, he just shakes his head like he's seen enough stupid for one lifetime.
Look at this piece of.
But just when you think it's over, there's mold, there's dead mice, and there are flies. The storage room was a nightmare.
This is your ice.
That is on all of your ice.
That's from the actual unit that the ice falls through.
Forget shock therapy, this was smell therapy. Think someone was left off the list? Did some of these bars even deserve a rescue? Or better yet, which owner should have been banned from booze forever? Sound off in the comments. Defend your villain and drag your least favorite. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications.